Today marks the one-year anniversary of the historic Class 1 merger between Canadian Pacific and Kansas City Southern. For the first time in history, one singular railroad connects Canada, the United States, and Mexico. As soon as the merger was announced in early 2021, both railroads shared many plans that they have in store. Since then, some of these plans have already come into fruition, while others are still in progress. In today's video, we're going to be summarizing what all has taken place since the formation of the railroad. This is CPKC, the first year. Beginning slightly before the official merger was solidified last year, the maintenance of way crews had been hard at work at improving various sections of rail within the system. Several new sidings have been extended or constructed from scratch along the north and southern route. CPKC expects traffic to rise along their transcontinental route in the next few years due to it being the quickest route from Canada all the way down to Mexico. Along with the construction of new sidings, track work and rail replacement have been seen all throughout the system to ensure that the right-of-way is in top-notch condition at any moment. Some of this new traffic has already debuted in the form of trains 180 and 181, aka the Mexico Midwest Express. Intermodal and auto rack traffic has been the name of the game in the past year. In May of 2023, the MMX debuted running between the metroplexes of Chicago, Illinois, and Mexico City. This intermodal service is the only one that doesn't require at least two railroads to interchange to deliver product to its final destination. This more streamlined operation has led the MMX to being the fastest as well, beating other Class 1 transit times by 2 days. Several transportation and logistic companies have taken notes of this and have made contracts with CPKC to be the primary railroad to haul their containers, such as Schneider, Knight-Swift, and most recently Bison Transportation, who looks to expand their presence in both the United States and Mexico. While all three of these companies' containers can be seen on the MMXs, it's hard to ignore the impressive amounts of auto racks in the mix as well. CPKC offers excellent connections to all three countries for the automotive industry. 25 automobile manufacturing facilities are directly accessible to CPKC across all three countries. In recent years, the industry has been growing, especially in Mexico, where the railroad serves 90% of the current facilities there. With connections to major hubs such as Chicago, there is access to a significant percentage of the North American market. Continuing on the subject of automotive transportation, several plants have spawned throughout the southeastern United States. States include Alabama, Georgia, and Tennessee, with more plants currently being constructed. CSX Transportation currently serves these plants and hauls freshly assembled vehicles to various locations across the continent. One of these major destinations is Mexico City. Currently, CSX utilizes their own main line that parallels the Gulf Coast to interchange with Union Pacific and the New Orleans Public Belt short line in New Orleans, who then takes freight down to Laredo to cross into Mexico. Unfortunately, interchange rail operations in the Big Easy isn't exactly a quick process, with some trains sitting days before progressing any further. And to add to that, who does Union Pacific hand off freight bound for Mexico to in Laredo? Well, that answer would be CPKC. While CSX has been utilizing this operation method for a while, they have sought other options to speed up transit times from the southeast to Mexico. Now, my home rails enter the picture, the Meridian Speedway. The Meridian Speedway is an over 300-mile stretch of track that connects the cities of Shreveport, Louisiana and Meridian, Mississippi. Through a joint venture formed in the mid-2000s between Kansas City Southern and Norfolk Southern, this route has become a significant artery in the rail network, especially in the intermodal business. The Speedway is currently the fastest route that links the southeast to major cities such as Dallas and onwards to the west coast. At the time of producing this video, Norfolk Southern and Union Pacific are the only Class 1s utilizing haulage rights over the Speedway, but CSX is beginning to enter the picture. In the summer of last year, CPKC and CSX announced a plan for both railroads to acquire portions of the G&W short line known as the Meridian and Big B. The acquisition of this route would result with CSX's Southeast Territory having a more direct link to Mexico and Dallas. An early prediction is that these two railroads could be seeing 3 trains for each direction being interchanged in a single day. Pending the decision by the STB, this deal would reduce the routing by 158 miles while also cutting out the 2 middleman railroads. Originally, it was hoped that this deal would be approved sometime this year, but I've yet to hear any updates on the matter. That's just some of the major highlights of the first year of CPKC operations. It's truly exciting to see this fresh Class 1's forward-looking ideology to improve its supply chain and bring in some serious competition to the rail industry. So how is CPKC celebrating its first year of existence? Starting just days after this video will be posted, Canadian Pacific 2816 will grace the rails once more on its first mainline excursion in well over a decade. The Empress has received a total overhaul and has had multiple successful test runs, so it will be traversing from Calgary all the way to Mexico City. We have plans to follow this 464 Hudson-type steam locomotive between the cities of Kansas City to Shreveport, so be on the lookout for that production next month. I hope you enjoyed this brief summary of the inaugural year of CPKC. This isn't nearly all of what's going on, but I gotta say it's always exciting to see a new development, and I truly believe the future is bright. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below and consider subscribing if you haven't already. For those of you new to the channel, I often cover rail operations of CPKC and other roads in my home state of Louisiana, but you never truly know where I may end up. As always, my friends, I'll be seeing you somewhere out there along the rails, and until next time, thanks for watching.